Hi, I'm Jason Cundy, former Chelsea defender and talkSPORT presenter. I'm outside Stanford Bridge with just a couple of hours to go until kick-off against Newcastle. In light of what's happened over the last 4 or 5 days, I'm going to get some feedback from some Chelsea fans and see how they're feeling ahead of kick-off. Chris, what have you made of the last 72 hours plus here at Stanford Bridge?
That's crazy. It needs sorted ASAP. I don't really know where we go from here until it is. So, in my opinion, seal ASAP. I agree with. It's hard to say. It's putting you on the spot too, isn't it? Because I agree with not necessarily the sanctions on Chelsea Football Club, but possibly Roman. But he's done nothing but great things for us as fans.
Do you feel torn a little bit because of what he has done for the club and, of course, what's going on over in Ukraine?
Yeah, but everyone feels pressured into everything the government's put, in my opinion. Roman, us. But as fans, we just want to come watch football. You know what I mean?
Are you worried about the future of the club?
Not in the long run, but in the short term, yeah. But I think it'll be all right eventually once we get sold.
And that's key, right? So the club getting sold, you feel things will be back to normal, or certainly it would appear so?
It has to be, doesn't it? Regardless of what you think of Roman, we're at a stage now where it has to be sold. And you're at a stage now where do we have time to get the right owner in? It's just get a owner in now, you know.
Yeah, that's a fear, isn't it, about who's going to buy the club, who's going to sell the club, at what price, and the fit and proper persons test. Of course, that's going to be absolutely
the main thing. You know, are they going to do right by us as fans, the new owners, or is it just a case of, you know, getting in and making the most of the opportunity that they have as a business rather than the run of a football club?
How do you feel as a fan that you're being treated right now? And it's through no one's fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. But how are you, the fan, feeling right now?
Treated by who? By the government? It's not great. It's not great. I don't really know. You're lost for words. You know, we just come to watch football, and to have that potentially taken away, that's life changing for most people. It's disastrous. I mean, I'm from Belfast. I'm Northern Ireland. I don't come over week in, week out, but several times a year. You know, young kids with me too, which have disappeared. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I'm 34 years of age, been supporting Chelsea all my life. I just want that to continue.
Indeed. Thank you very much and good luck today.
No problem. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Right, I'm with Dave Johnson. Dave, introduce yourself.
I run the Chelsea Football Fancy, CFC UK, and I'm a massive supporter not only of Chelsea Football Club but of Mr. Abramovich.
What have you made, Dave, of the last week?
Absolutely shocking. My heart goes out to the owner. He's done absolutely nothing wrong. He's the most high-profile Russian in the country. It's an absolute travesty of justice.
And how do you feel, Dave, as a fan? You've been watching this team through the good times and the bad times, and this is as devastating, I feel, right now as a fan. How do you feel?
I'm devastated for Mr. Abramovich. I'm devastated for all the staff who've been laid off at the behest of the British government. The hypocrisy is absolutely shocking. They'll never get rid of this club, and what any potential owners do forget is that Chelsea pitch owners own the ground. We ain't going anywhere. We own the name of Chelsea Football Club, and if any American steps in and wants to turn us into a franchise, we ain't going to let it happen. Chelsea Football Club ain't going anywhere. The supporters ain't going anywhere. We'll always love this club. We'll always be thankful to Mr. Abramovich for what he's done for us.
What do you make, Dave, of Three, the kit sponsor, pulling out?
Personally, and I know how important the sponsorship deals are, but I'd rather see a Chelsea shirt with no sponsorship on it, to be honest with you. You know, it's you know, where were they for the past time they've been sponsoring Chelsea Football Club? None of this came up before. They're just jumping on the bandwagon with the rest of them.
Dave, there's a lot of speculation about the manager might be leaving and United's been linked. There's all sorts of talk about that. Some of the players going. Are you fearful that maybe this squad could get broken up as well as the manager?
Well, I hope not. You know, Thomas Tuchel, fair play to him. He's spoken very well. You know, if they get on a coach and they'll all chip in for the petrol and they've got shirts to wear, they're going to play for us. And let's hope the players and the manager show the same faith in this club as the supporters have shown faith in them.
So guys, how are you feeling about Chelsea Football Club right now?
Well, I'm a bit gutted, to be honest. I don't think it should impact the fans at all. What Roman does, you know. It's up to him where he puts his money. and now people are going to suffer. Obviously, the mega store's closed. We said about what about the people that actually work there?
Yeah.
How are they going to pay their bills all of a sudden?
Yeah.
All of this, we can do this, we can't do that. I couldn't even buy a drink in the bar, could I?
Are you worried about the squad, maybe the manager moving on at some stage?
They can't even get to the bus because there's no petrol.
Yeah, well, I think Tuchel, he's switched on, isn't he? He knows what he wants. I think the youngsters, we got a lot of like Mason Mount, Reece James and stuff. They're Chelsea through and through, aren't they? I'm not worried about them.
And what do you make the sponsors potentially pulling out? 3 have already decided they don't.
One, yeah. Well, I'd like to wear shirts with no free on today, to be honest. But Nike and they said they're staying, haven't they? So much Trivago. But Hyundai, there's another one that are pulling out. But yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I can't. It's mental, isn't it? Nothing like this would ever happen before, but it has now, and yeah, could be the last game we come to, couldn't it?
Do you feel perhaps unjustly treated because of the way the fact the fans now can't buy there's no programme sellers here?
Well, I hope I get my programme today and my ticket, but yeah, I think it's unfair, isn't it? At the end of the day, we haven't done anything wrong. All we do is pay our money and come watch the team we love. So
Do you think it's an overreaction from the government?
massively. Obviously, Roman's not going to see a penny of this now. He wanted to give it to that charity. But at the same time, I want to know whoever the buyer is, when they splash up their 2.53 billion, where's that money going? Where is that money going?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Who's going to have that money?
And the new owners, are you fearful potentially about new owners coming in?
Someone that loves the club. I don't want someone like the Glazers or someone. Yeah, I want someone that's actually going to like the club, invest in it. It's not a money making scheme, is it? Roman's lost 1.5 billion, so yeah, he loves the club, and that's what I want next.
Guys, thank you very much. Enjoy the game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good morning, what's your name?
Robert Dyer,
Rob, how long have you been a Chelsea fan?
since 1980.
So you've seen good times and bad times. How are you feeling about the club right now?
My godfather is Joey Jones. I was born in Wrexham. My dad lives next door to Mark Hughes' family in Ruaben. And I've known Mickey Thomas a long time. I remember Mickey Thomas sleeping on the pool table on the pub across the way when he played.
And how are you feeling now about Chelsea? Are you fearful about the future of the club?
I don't think we're going to be. I think we're going to be perfectly fine. I think as soon as the government give us permission to sell the club, we've got so many millionaires and billionaires wanting the club. One of them is a season ticket holder, Nick Cundy. So if he can get a consortium together, I think he would be the best one to have, because he's a true blue. He's a season ticket holder. If he can get the guys together, I think he would be the best person for the club.
There's a lot of speculation at the minute about the manager potentially going to United. There's a lot of talk. Are you worried about the players and manager leaving?
Tuchel will not go to Man United. He's already stated that himself in an interview that he's going to stick by Chelsea. Said nah, he won't go to Man United. Man United are not that good anyway. So Man United are worse than us. Even if we lose our 3 defenders in Rudiger, Christensen, and that sort of thing, we've still got better defenders. One of them is on loan in Italy, called Ethan Apertu. When he comes back, he's a great defender. Look what he's done for Wales. So sorry, I think we'll be perfectly fine.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Hi, Lisa. How long have you been a Chelsea fan?
All my life, mate. Since my dad brought me here to the Shed End, bloody hell, 4 years old.
So you've seen the ups and downs. What have you made of the last week?
I think we'll get through it. It's a little bit difficult, but I agree. I understand the sanctions, but I don't understand how they're doing it to the supporters and the club.
Do you feel that the club is being treated unfairly?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just can't get my head around it, to be honest. But
There's a lot to take on board, isn't there? And the fact that you can't buy tickets anymore to go and see a game, home or away, what do you make of that?
I think it's ridiculous. I really do. It's it's disrespecting the fans, basically. I mean, everyone's been here. Well, most people have been here from from Abramovich's era to Ken Bates' era. So yeah.
And you've got the shirt there with 3 on the front. Yeah. That won't be worn today.
I know. Yeah.
What do you make of them pulling out?
I can understand it, but let's hope they'll come back. But who knows? Just see every day as it comes, every hour as it comes. So, let's.
And there's a lot of speculation about the manager potentially moving on. Manchester United have been linked with him.
No chance. Why would he go United? They're awful. And Goldstein, yeah.
Are you worried about any of the players leaving as well or not?
Rudiger and Dave, yeah. But if they stay together, I think we'll be good. If we do have this transfer embargo, we can't buy anybody. We've got Broja coming back, Gallagher coming back, so we'll be all right.
And what about the new owners? Hopefully it's going to be done quickly. What do you hope and expect from them?
I don't think it'll be like Roman, but as long as they love the club and invest and don't try to make it a cash cow, basically, then everything's all good.